Oh, folks, hopefully this is recording properly. This is Earl Teets coming at you live from Troy, Montana. We're going to make this video our course, How to Multiply Your Team with 4 basic habits that will work for you. Over the last 20 years of my life, I've had the privilege to be an entrepreneur. I've had the blessing to be able to work with some of the very best in the United States and also the world, and be able to learn some pretty neat things from them. Guys like John Maxwell. What I'm going to share with you now is a training that I put together off of my notes when I first got to meet John Maxwell and see him at a convention back in 1999. The funny thing is, though, all of the professionals today are teaching these same exact habits. They work like clockwork, and if you're willing to put a little self-discipline together and work these habits into your daily method of operation, you're going to see a team that will absolutely multiply and pay you for generations to come. Why? Because they want to. They're excited to do what makes them get recognized. There's big things in these 4 simple habits. Now, what are these 4 simple habits? It's pretty simple. 1, people want to be appreciated. Now, the best way I've learned to educate someone is the way Jesus did it, in the form of parables. And as the founder of the Servants Team Missionary Outreach, who brings you the homebusinesshelper.com, which is a blog site with Christian earning opportunities and live Christian training that's been recorded that will allow you to be able to get the education you need on how to work from home and actually get paid for it. We don't sugarcoat anything. We don't hide anything from you. We'll let you know that if you're really trying to achieve success, it's going to cost you a little money to start a business. It's going to cost you money monthly to operate a business, and it's going to take daily method of operation being put into practice that's going to produce profits in your business, that's going to make the weekly pay and monthly residuals happen. So with that being said, let's get started here. The first thing we need to look at is appreciation. Now, it's very important because it's one of the most important traits, whether you're building a team of employees or whether you're building a team of entrepreneurs. If your people don't feel motivated or appreciated by you, you're in a lot of trouble. Now, we're not talking military style, do this or we're going to put you to death. We're not talking job style, do this or you're going to get fired. Those are the kind of attitudes that create animosity, which destroys team building. It doesn't help team building. If you are like to study, one of my favorite authors is Napoleon Hill and Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie here talks about how to win friends and influence people. This is an audio set that I got because I wore a book out like crazy. My friend Paul Morris, I won this in a drawing, if I remember right, at a major function with XFuse, which is the company I choose to earn with as an entrepreneur. Why? We get to make a difference where it counts, help children. We can run with the truth. We can show people solutions that will actually help their body, and we can't make any claims of that. We can just suggest it. So when you get paid to offer solutions that save them hundreds of dollars monthly, every month they want those same kind of solutions because they want the money in their pocket. But what we also do is we teach you what it takes to make it with no fluff and no hype. And that's what you'll like about the trainings here at the homebusinesshelper.com. Do you feel appreciated? I mean, look at a parable of a husband and a wife, okay? Now, I'm a recovered alcoholic, and haven't had a drink for almost 10 years now. But I was raised around a lot of them. And, you know, you become what you hang around, and that was my passion, was to party hard when I was younger. So I seen a lot of alcoholics in action doing the things that we probably shouldn't have been doing in those days. But you can learn from your mistakes. And if you look at appreciation, you take a wife of an alcoholic, and her job is the housewife. She don't feel appreciated because he's trapped into a disease of alcoholism. So she makes him a nice lunch, and he takes it to work, heat it up in the microwave. And do you want stew in your bowl as a husband, or would you prefer canned dog food? You see, when you're an alcoholic, you party so hard that you don't really pay attention to what's going on. So come lunchtime, as long as that looks like stew in that bowl, you're throwing that baby in the microwave, you're warming it up, it even smells good. And I've seen guys actually eat it and wish there was more there. And then come to find out that stew they thought they were eating, it came from their wife who felt unappreciated. So what did she do? She put canned dog food in there instead, so she could laugh at how that guy would eat that dog food instead of his regular food. Your employees are the same way. Are you treating them with the mentality of stew or dog food? Do they feel like they are appreciated? And when your team feels like they are appreciated, they're motivated to move forward. What excited me the most in the beginning of my XFuse career back in 2009, this multi-million-dollar trainer, Eddie Freeman, would call me up out of the blue while this company is just taking off, and he'd stop in the middle of his day and think to call little old me in Troy, Montana and say, "Earl, I just wanted to tell you that I appreciate you. I really enjoy the things that you're doing for XFuse, and I don't want you to feel forgotten or left out." You know, and when a multi-million-dollar earner thought enough of me in the middle of his day to make a phone call, that made me feel a little important. It made me feel a little appreciated. So when I would do my Thursday night conference calls for my team, it wasn't something I felt that I had to do. It was something I felt I was excited to do. I was blessed to be part of an exciting growing opportunity like the world has never seen before. And today, that timing is even more sweet now than it was back then. So there's opportunity there, but what are we doing? We are being appreciated. And if you don't have what it takes to show your people that they're appreciated, I promise you this, you'll never see a team that will follow you with loyalty. When it comes to getting things done that may not be so comfortable, guess what? They're right there on top of it to get it done and out of the way because they know there's a reward for enduring that. But if you don't have the appreciation and the feeling of being appreciated into the team that you're building, it will never last and it won't create profits that will come to you for generations to come. So what's next? Number 2, are they being paid? You know, you're bringing somebody into a home business. You're claiming to be a coach. Do you have what it takes to walk them through the first baby steps of their business to be able to enroll a few customers and enroll a few distributors in their first month, getting their first check right out of the gate? Now, if what you're teaching is real, and you're really showing them work habits, why can't you work with them and allow them to go down the same proven path that earned you a check to get them a check? And when they actually start earning from home, when the odds are only 1 out of 100 actually gets a check in the multi-level marketing industry, think about what I'm saying. When you can actually show somebody how to get the job done and they're actually earning from home, that motivates them. That makes them feel appreciated, and there's more to come from that. What do you call it? It's called getting paid for your work. You don't start a business to work your rear end off for nothing. You start a business to make profits. When you teach the proper daily methods of operation and you help your team to do that, it's real simple. What do we do in XFuse? Well, we got a little app on our phone, and that little app is titled Go XFuse. And it kind of looks like this. And we teach you how to utilize this app to be able to connect with 2 people a day during your busy schedule and stay followed up with them. And when you do the follow-up right, it works. We've got a system that we can teach you that actually works, that you can put into motion, that puts that money in your pocket. And when we get paid weekly as well as monthly residuals, it's kind of exciting when you can bring on a new person in the beginning of the week, and by the end of the week, they've already earned a check. The question is, are you practicing the proper daily methods of operation? Are you utilizing the simple text message? Utilize your coach like myself or Eddie Freeman for 3-way calls so we can help you bring people onto your team and show the credibility behind you and what you have to offer others. It's pretty simple. When you show them they're appreciated, it helps. When you help them get the paycheck each and every week, kind of motivates them a little bit, right? Now, let's look at the reward part. Are they ranking up, or are they staying stagnant? They're ranking up, they're kind of excited. If they're working hard, is there actually bonuses there for you? When I show our pay plan at healthywealthproject.com, I do a presentation of how you can earn $1,000 a month in residuals, a couple $1,000 in fast start bonuses in just your first work quarter with XFuse on part-time work efforts. It's a true roadmap. If somebody puts in the time, sweat, and blood to make it happen, they will achieve every time, like clockwork. Why? Because the proper daily method of operation is explained quite clearly there. In fact, that's what a lot of this is behind the board that I'm not really going to get into on this particular training. We're going to focus on these. So the reward, are they ranking up? Are they able to achieve some bonuses? When you've got somebody doing that, that really gives you an edge as a coach. They respect you, they appreciate you, and when you go, hey, are you able to get everything situated, be down in Florida next month for our Diamond Boot Camp so you can understand the fundamentals of what's really going to break some records in the work from home industry? Wow. It's a proven fact that if you get people to these major functions and you get at least 10 of them there, your income multiplies more than what most people earn in a lifetime, and all you got to do is follow the basic fundamentals. And when you're asking somebody to make a commitment like that, when they feel appreciated, when they know they're going to get paid for the work that they do, and they already feel rewarded, it's a done deal. What's next? Referral. And that comes from multiplication. Referred. And what does it mean to be referred? It means someone's excited about you. How excited is somebody to go to work for, I'm going to pick on McDonald's, Who wakes up every morning and says, gee, today I can't wait to go get me a job at McDonald's, right? They're working extremely long hours, they're very underpaid, and it's a very unappreciated job for somebody that works there. Now think about that. If you're teaching somebody to work from home and you're showing them full-time income on part-time efforts, and it's fun, it's simple, they can watch a video like this one, let somebody sample a product, make a 3-way call with the coach after a couple of text messages and a few videos, and all of a sudden you got a team of people that are like-minded to do what? Help the body to feel better and get paid for it. And all we got to do is what? Share these kind of solutions with other people so they can see solutions that actually pay. Now, what's wrong with making a living doing that? You get the referral, you get referred because the people feel appreciated, they know they're going to get paid, and they know they're going to get rewarded. So how do you make this referred happen? By follow-up. Does this mean you call them up one time and say, hey, I've always been impressed by you, and I've got a new team I'm forming with some excellent business professionals. We'd be blessed if you were on it. Would you like to see some free information? I got this time or that time available for you. Oh, no, we're not interested. Those kind of things ain't for us. Are you darned? Do you know that somebody's timing changes every 90 days on a major scale in life? Try them again in 3 months. Oh, gosh, you wouldn't believe what happened. We invested all that money into that 401k, and the stock market crashed, and we lost it all. And realizing that working these jobs by hourly wages, we've always got more month than money, but we got a little money on the credit cards, and we've got to invest into something that's going to work. And after doing research, we have figured out that entrepreneurship's really where the money's at. Wow. I think you'll love what I got to share with you. I mean, if I could show you how to make your body feel better. And it costs less than what a smoker spends to smoke every month, so it's affordable to the masses. Would you have an interest in something like that that could pay you weekly and monthly residuals? Well, yeah. See, somebody's excited about something simple that they can do. And when you understand the duplication principle in home business and how simple it is to duplicate, You can form teams of people, lickety-split, one right after another. Why? Because they feel appreciated. They know they're going to get paid. They feel the rewards coming in because they've seen you go the extra mile as a real coach and do the fundamental steps with them to get them their first check in their first week. That creates that motivation to where now they're ready to refer. Oh man, I started my own home business, and you know how most of the time you fail with those things, or you spend the money and wish you wouldn't have made that kind of mistake? Well, man, you wouldn't believe it. I worked with this long-haired hippie out of Montana, and guess what? I got a check my first week. They're excited because they put in the work habits that put the money in their pocket. You can never shut somebody up like that. Why? Because they're working for themselves. They're proud of what they accomplished. You showed them how to perfect a simple system of duplication. And once they understand that and they duplicate that, your income's going to multiply. But if you don't follow up with these people over and over and over and over again, they do not feel appreciated. They feel like a number. Gosh, that guy only calls me about every 6 months, and he's always wanting me to sign up with something, and he's with a different opportunity every time he talks to me. What's wrong with this guy? Okay, but when you're calling him up and you've taken notes from our training courses and you understand, hey, how's the family? How's the job going? What would you like to do for fun if money didn't matter and you had the ability to do that? And if we could show you a roadmap that allow you to accomplish that beyond your wildest imagination in just 2 years on part-time efforts, might you have an hour on, say, Tuesday or Thursday night to see the facts for that? You see how easy that is? It's not sales skills, it's simply sharing a simple solution that you're excited about because you're motivated because somebody trained you properly instead of selling you a kit, kicking you out the door, and wishing you good luck. You deserve to be trained properly. We've got everything you need here at XFuse. But, excuse me. TheHomeBusinessHelper.com gives you a whole bunch of videos where I train you personally, one-on-one through the video, of how you can create the success that you want to earn. The only question to ask yourself is, what are you willing to change? What is it that you want to do today different than what you've always done to get you a different position than you've always experienced? Because something has to change somewhere. Trading time for dollars, it don't work, folks. If we look, 97% of the people at age 65 are failing to retire. They're not financially independent. 97% are failing by age of 65. 40 hours a week for 40 years of that great education, and look where it gets them. Who's actually making it? Well, 3% of the U.S. population holds 90% of its wealth, and those 3% are entrepreneurs, folks, not employees. So who do you take your advice from? Do you take your advice from somebody that's an employee? Or do you take your advice from an entrepreneur that actually knows what they're doing, has a proven track record, has a set of habits that puts that money in your pocket? Now, when you have that kind of training available to you, you have a team of experts willing to help you achieve each and every week, you feel comfortable. You feel appreciated. You're excited to get paid. You enjoy the rewards, and you refer others, and others refer you. And after all, who wouldn't want to refer a solution that, if you got no interest in running a home business, still has the ability to save you over $100 or more per month, simply transferring your spending to better for less money? It's nice to work with a proven system. I hope you enjoyed this short little training session. The thing that we've covered here are your 4 keys to building relationships that multiply your income. God bless you. We look forward to meeting you in person, over the phone, online, or at one of our events. Congratulations for taking the time to see a roadmap that you can follow.